Hello there, chat. Hello. Is this thing on? It's on. It's getting the sound. You know what day it is. You know what? It's a magic day. Yeah, that's right. It's a magic day. Oh. You mean what day of the week is it? It's not Friday. I wish it was Friday. It's not Wednesday. We're not halfway through the week. Ah, that's right. We're starting the week, and we're starting the week with Monday Mayhem. A little less mayhem today. A little more answering questions. Answering the age-old question. Are Swans better than Jace? Hello, chat. Happy Monday. Welcome to Monday Mayhem, where we play non-tier decks that do relatively well, or spice it up a little bit with something a little bit more unique or different, or play cards that have something intrinsically interesting about them, and that is what we're doing today. This is Fluffy Wolf 2. This one comes from Zale. He kind of pointed it out to me, and yeah, we have a little blood moon. We'll get to that, Zaxadil. He showed me a deck that contained a bird. And if you don't know this about me, I have a bird EDH deck. Kenji, I think, or something like that. Or what is the... I can't even remember. It's blue-white. Feathers and all. And I saw this bird, and this is in my bird deck. Not to mention that this bird is awesome. It does some awesome things. But let's get to the deck here really quickly, see what we're doing. Two things are being covered here. One, we had an interesting weekend. The challenge. We had a good run. We should have gone all the way. Spoilers if you haven't seen it yet, but not spoilers. Our internet cut out, and we did not get to play as many Blood Moons in a competitive place. So we are going to play a Blood Moon deck today. We are going to play a Blood Moon deck. But everyone keeps asking me, would adding a color help? And we're going to answer that question too. And then on top of that, everyone tells me to play Snowlands. So we're going to do that too. And then there's plenty of people that ask, why don't you play Lightning Bolt even though you play Chalice? And we're going to answer that. Well, there's no Chalice, whatever. We're playing some Swans in Modern. Swans in Modern. We even have a Disrupting Shoal. We're going to see what this does. It's got a little bit of interesting one-ofs. Swans, let's do a deck tech and let's get going. Mana base is 23. The basics are snow-covered lands for one singleton scrying sheet. Otherwise, you have all blue fetches and then a few red fetches. I guess this one's not a blue fetch. You have 4 ops, 2 spell snares. Why isn't this one a blue fetch? It's a red fetch. That must be why. Okay. 4 ops, 2 spell snares, 3 stubborn denials, which is actually really good with your Swans, 4 lightning bolts, and 4 screds. Note, scred can only target creatures. Anticipate, mana leak, and remand are kind of our digging spells / countering spells. And a snapcaster for the value. So this is an honorary bird. Kefnet the Mindful. Honorary bird. Clearly a bird, but is a god card. Indestructible, can't attack or block unless you have 7 more cards, so we're going to see if that ever comes into play. And we get to draw cards, so an engine. Singleton Blood Moon, in case we need Blood Moon. Angers to wipe the board. Cryptics as the counter of choice. A Disrupting Shoal, which should get people every now and then. And then Swans. And when Swans takes damage, you draw cards. Swans bolted is draw 3. Jace 0 is technically draw 1, but look at 3. Scred Bolt Swans is draw lots. Jace Brainstorm is look at 3. We're gonna find out which one's better. Let's see here. 1 Dutch nationals and got third next year, both with Swans Brews. Nice. 3-color Blood Moon. This is a 2-color Blood Moon. Swans are... We're not casting Swans for white. We're casting for blue. 42 lands, Swans, Seismic, all that good stuff. We're not playing the Seismic stuff. We're playing this. We're taking it into a league, and let's get things started today. Because it is a controlling type deck, we're probably gonna only get through 1 league. We'll see. We'll see. Sideboard we didn't even touch, but you can see it there. It's got some Spell Skies, Pithy Needles, Batter Skulls, Worm Coils to gain life. Some more Blood Moons, different counters. Sorry, Echoing Truth to get rid of things. Dispels, Harvest Pyres, another Mindful for those grindy Vendilion Click, Shatterstorms, Keranos. It's everywhere. Miguel's, how you doing? Hello. And that's what we're gonna run today. Happy Monday, chat. Let's get things going. And we're probably gonna only do one league, because for whatever reason during work I developed a headache, and the headache will not go away. So we're gonna go one full league, jam out some modern, and see where we're at after that. We also we're also feeling probably a little bit of the stream from Sunday. If you didn't join us for our Lego stream, we streamed for almost 7 hours finishing that Lego Technic set. Which, by the way, is sitting over there on the display and is freaking sweet. Happy Monday. Here we go. We're also playing a deck that, you know, we're not used to doing this whole tap-go, Snapcaster not play thing, so we'll see how this plays out for us. Uh-oh. Burning Inquiry. There goes a Bolt, Delta, and Scrying Sheets. I guess that's not too bad. We have a Stubborn Denial. We also have a Bolt. Hollow One was pitched, and there's a Bloodghast here. I guess we can go ahead and run out blue for Stubborn Denial instead of a Bolt, and we'll see where this takes us. A couple Angers here is a little bit questionable. I guess if there's a couple more Bloodghasts would be nice. I think if they were to play Goblin Lore here, I'd go ahead and Stubborn Denial it. We're not going to hit too many cards here. Their deck is a lot of creatures, because this is non-creature spell. A Gurmag Angler. My gosh. Alright. I want to be able to Bolt the Gurmag and do our stuff here. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to play the Snow Covered. We may be playing Snapcaster for the full blocking value here. Getting Wildfire with Swans in play? Oh my gosh. We may have a deck to play still. Burning Inquiry is a little bit of a problem here. It's going to make us ditch some stuff here, probably. I think I have to let this go, possibly. We lose one of our Angers. We're in okay shape still. I think I flash in this Snapcaster to block here. I prefer not to take too much damage here. The problem is we don't have double red now. We don't have double red. Sure. No, it's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I like this line. I like this line. I want to get both of these off. I'm not gonna shock in here. This is Fluffy, the ultimate bad mage here. We'll be good. Don't worry. Bolt then snap. Bolt the Gurmag. Oh. Oh, that's a good idea. We'll continue to play terrible lines here. It'll be fine. We're good. We're good. We're gonna draw this red source right off the top here. Deep breath, chat. Deep breath. This is why we play Monday Mayhem. It's not only for your enjoyment, but also mine. Learn more about the game. Red. I don't have enough snow lands out to do this. I don't have enough snow lands to do this. But I can live. Let's hope they don't have a Bolt. Or Bloodghast or, like, anything. Bloodghast or, like, anything. Or, 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 Blood I can spell snare that, but then they get it right back. So we'll go to game 2 here and try not to punt as hard as we just did. All right. I guess a Harvest Pyro wouldn't be bad. Anger's not too bad either. Echoing Truth is a maybe as well. Blood Moons are probably no good here. This Disrupting Shoal is kind of weird. Probably not worth it. The Batter Skulls and Worm Coils kind of interest me a little bit as well. Mainly Worm Coil. So maybe these 5 are kind of the most interesting things here. I can't imagine a Spell Snare is actually going to be too good here. If we're spell snaring a Goblin Lore, great. I also not sure about the Stubborn Denials as well. I guess Stubborn Denial can get them at the beginning or counter things like later, but we need a Swans down. And I don't know if this is where we want to be. So maybe pull these out. Maybe keep the Spell Snare or keep the Stubborn Denial. I like the Spell Snare, I guess, a touch, but not a lot. Maybe Vendilion Click's not a bad thing here. Maybe like a Dispel instead. No, they're not instant speed, right? 5, 6. I mean, I guess that's 6 right there. Seems okay. Remand is not the greatest. Alright, I think this is okay. I would love to play first here. Well, we have 2 ops. I think that'll do here. Seems fine. It's a interesting assortment of things. We'll see how it plays out. We'll go and opt. Scalding Tarn is probably fine. We'll draw that red source. Okay. Alright, this is looking alright. I just ordered the rest of cheap cards that I need for Pyro Prison. Now I just need Blood Moon, Bridge, Chalice, and Gemstone Caverns. Those are all expensive. They are indeed expensive. Blood Moon. Yeah. Hollow one here. Go and opt. Do I want this Anger? The answer is probably no. I need another red source. So I'll bottom this. Mana Leak's not going to be very good here. Not yet, at least. There's another red. So I can... What can I do here? I can bolt, or I can Mana Leak. I guess we'll put a stop on their main phase here. I don't know if there's anything I want with the Vendilion Click, but we'll see if they go to like maybe play something interesting. They don't. Do I want this Phoenix to come back here? Probably not. What are they gonna follow up here with, though? Let's go ahead and bolt this off. Need to top deck Swans and then have infinite blockers for Hollow Boys. Yep. That would be great. 3 mana here. Faithless Looting. Alright, that's fine. We have Snap Bolt. Alright. We have some counters now. Woo! Some counter spells. Let's see what he plays here. A Thoughtseize. Let's go ahead and Mana Leak that. I like our hand. We can remand our next target here. Alright. Maybe we won't. They had double Thoughtseize. Alright. Okay. There goes a Snapcaster, unfortunately for us. We'll hit him in the draw step here. And we'll get a Vendilion Click down to maybe do some goodness here. We'll target them. See what they drew. What is going on in our opponent's hand? Bolt, Bolt, Faithless Looting, Death Shadow, Death Shadow. Wow. I guess I get rid of the Faithless Looting here. And just kind of leave them with those cards. Wow, Death Shadows. Bolts, Vendilion Click. Cycles Hollow One. They're at a precarious 13 with Death Shadow in hand. Flame Adept. I guess we'll go ahead and remand this to draw a card. It's not the best use of remand here. That's not bad, I suppose. There we go. There we go. Would love to draw 13 cards later. Swans. Alright, the Swans don't get to block, but this anger becomes more useful here. There's a Gurmag Angler. Force them to mill themselves? Exactly. Alright, this Phoenix is gonna come back, maybe? Yeah! Free 2 cards! Oh. Oh, they're just kidding. Just kidding. That's the first time I think I've ever seen. I think that's the first time I've ever seen where they don't try to cast it. Alright, we'll just stay back. Cryptic's really nice here, and I don't think I want to fire this anger off with a Cryptic in hand. Cards for them. Come on, bring the Phoenix back. This one. Wish I could force this to attack. Oh. Okay. Right? Yes. Please. Alright. Play something, like a land. I want this blood cast. Yeah! Bring him back. Yes. So this makes Death Shadows 3/3s. If I draw a land here, then the anger can be played with the Cryptic. Because I believe they have this Lightning Bolt. I'm going to allow this to resolve. We know they have a couple of these anyway. Think carefully. Another Angler. Alright. Probably should have bounced that one or done something with it. Land, please. Alright, Echoing Truth is really good here. So we can still do this. And then we can Echoing Truth like the Anger, the Death Shadows, or the Gurmag Anglers here when they bolt to save the Death Shadows. Plus we're going to draw some cards here. So we're going to do this. That's fine with us, because we can bounce those. We get another Cryptic here. I'm almost tempted to just go for face and tap team in their upkeep. Because now they're a 2-turn clock. Just tap all creature opponent and draw a card and see if this wins it for us. Cool. Now our opponent's looking. Don't play Death Shadow against me. Oh gosh. Please let me cast this card. Yeah, they have no physical way to kill this. We're at a healthy 17 as well. Echoing Truth was a nice draw there. I don't have anything for Graveyard, I'm noticing. That's okay. Is Keranos maybe better than something? I think this life gain's pretty substantial. I mean, you could life gain and then you just hook it up to the Swan the following turn. If you want, and just bash in for 7 or 8 a turn. I mean, that's like a 2-turn clock, probably. I don't think I want anything changed here. I think this is all fine. The Vendilion Click's maybe the weakest card here. But it did force a bolt on it, so I guess we'll keep. Howling Mine is a beautiful deck. I've got 2 streamers playing Howling Mine. Play it all you want. Alright, we're going to probably mulligan this. Although we have the Swans, we have 2 spells here. And without more Snowlands, the Screds aren't doing enough, so we'll mulligan this. Alright, we'll keep this. We'll bottom this land. We have a couple ops here. This Spell Snare still feels very weak. A Scred is found. We're gonna actually go get probably a Snowland with this, and it's probably gonna be blue. And that way the Scred is useful against Flame Adept. Let's see how far they want to go here with this Flame Adept. I guess a Lana and a Goblin Lore I would mess with. We'll allow Thoughtseize to resolve. Not much we can do about that. And take our Scred, so we're going to need to find some sort of removal for this. Opponent's at 12. This is going to be a turn 2. Turn 2 hollow one. Alright. I got nothing for that. Let's go ahead and get my Snow Island here. We'll go ahead and opt. We'll bottom this. Looking for something else. Anticipate. Play more snow. I'm guessing I'll play Anticipate over anything else here. Problem is we're going to hit for 5, maybe 6, 7, 8 or something like that. Burning Inquiry. I'll allow that to resolve. A bolt is nice to find here. It's not great, but it works. It works. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and hit this Flame Adept. We want to stop taking damage here. They're down to 2 cards. I guess Shatterstorm could be a potential draw. We need something to kill this Death Shadow. What is this gonna be? We'll just, no, they can shock and fetch. Okay, so I can hit it for 3 here. This is a, what, 2/2 and more. We'll bottom Scred. I guess if I knew the bolt was underneath, we could shock and then kill this. It's alright. It was planned, chat. We'll do this now. We'll just hope they don't have a way to bolt themselves. Alright, we are going to 6. We could use a Swans off the top. We'll counter that Bloodghast. It's not getting much better than that. Alright, whatever. They have a land. We're taking 6. Cryptics or something. Anger's not enough. Hollow One kills us. Alright. Losing our first game here. Probably making a bad mistake on game 1. We'll learn. We'll move on and we'll play better. The Death Shadows are kind of hard to beat. I can't say I've ever seen the Death Shadows out of a Hollow One deck. But it's probably because we usually play Bridge. Alright. First few punts out of the way for the day. We're going to take it the rest of the distance. Alright, we have a Mana Leak. We have an Opt. We'll keep this. This seems like a reasonable hand with an Opt in it. A Stubborn Denial is also not too bad, I suppose. And we are on the draw. Mountain. Rift Bolt. Alright. Well, the Stubborn Denial is not very good against our opponent. We could also just fire off the Stubborn Denial and force this Rift Bolt to be used. And then nothing else. It's not a bad idea with our opponent on 3 cards here. Maybe Time Walk them a little bit. Oh, we got it. They would rather play whatever is in their hand. Which is a Lava Spike. What kind of prison is this? This isn't prison. My title does not say prison. Alright, we have a Mana Leak here. Probably want to just fetch a snow-covered mountain. Go ahead and opt here. We'll bottom this. There we go, we got our land. Things are looking good here for us. We can always play Swans out and then Stubborn Denial something as well, which looks like it probably is a decent here. And if it's a 2-mana spell, let's go ahead and just Mana Leak that. It's fine. Alright, opponent concedes. We're playing against Burn. So Spellskite seems good, Dispel seems fine. I guess a Counterflux isn't too bad here. Just another counter. Wormcoil is probably okay. So is Batterskull. So these 4 are fine here. What's not very good? Based on us not really caring about their multicolored spells, I guess Blood Moon is kind of questionable. The Mindful is probably not worth it here. Remands are a little bit weak. Anticipate's probably not very good. Spell Stare, Stubborn Denial, and Opt are fine. I'll drop 2 Screds as well. Maybe even a 3rd. Actually, let's just rely on our bolts. Bolts and our angers here. That seems fine to rely on. Question is Blood Moon any good? We can bring 1 Scred back here. I think these are fine to take out. A little bit of targeted, dispels, counterfluxes, and a little bit of life gain. We have room for 1 more. I guess if we have room for one more, we could bring in a Blood Moon or a Vendilion Click. Maybe a Vendilion Click's not a bad idea. It's a blocker. Let's do that. I've always wanted to play the Fairy Wizard. It's another reason I'm kind of enjoying having it in the list here. Alright, we're on the draw again. We don't have any... Well, we have an Opt. A Scalding Tarn. I think we'll keep this as well. This Batter Skull is kind of nice to see as well. I bought the last chalice today. Nice! Congrats on getting all the chalices. Goblin Guide might help us out here. Swing. Remand. Alright, it's an okay card. Play out Scalding Tarn and pass the turn. Spell Snare is online, as is Opt. We unfortunately cannot counter that. We'll see what our top card is here before cracking Scalding Tarn, in case we really want it. It was a land. It's a good card. Go ahead and fetch here. Good to get just a basic. And we'll go ahead and opt while we have the opportunity. The land we'll put to the bottom. Anger the Gods is decent. Land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we'll go ahead and pitch Vendilion Click here. Out of all these cards. I kind of like the Batter Skull. It's a ways off, but if we get to land it, it's really nice. Alright, so we're going to just take this probably here. Swans is nice, but I think I need to just fire this anger off. Just anger the board here, and we'll see what it is. What the heck is this? Blue cards, and you're finding out why Fluffy never plays blue cards anymore. It's a Swans deck, that's what it is. Lava spikes us. Alright, so we can counter a lot of things here. Scred Swans, yeah, that would be a good way to put it. I kind of don't want to go to 4. Kind of don't want to go to 4, chat. Alright, we'll fetch. I'll go get the Steam Vents out, so in any lands we draw, we can bring them in untapped. Stubborn Denial. Alright. Yeah, we lost a good old hollow one. We'll use Stubborn Denial or Spell Snare there. We have a Stubborn Denial we can use as well if they try to play another thing. We can remand something to draw if we would like. There's a Bolts. We don't really need that at the moment. Fluffy luck right there. I'm a lucky guy? Is that what you're telling me? Luckiest. We'll deny all this. Avoid the Simian Spirit Guide. There's a land. That could be a problem. That's a slight problem. We're gonna go ahead and counterflux. I don't want that landing at all. The answer is no, opponent. No spells for you. We need to draw like 2 or 3 lands before I probably can get this Batter Skull down. Alright, they have 4 mana here. It's kind of worrisome. What do we got here? We have a stubborn, we could spell snare this. That seems reasonable. Let's try that. I would like to cast spell snare, please, opponent. Alright. Eidolon's countered here, so that's good for us. Eidolon's a scary card, chat. Searing Blaze will Stubborn Denial that. I am a blue mage today. The other version of a prison deck. You're not allowed to play anything. It will contain you over there, opponent. Look at this. We get to jam in here with Snapcaster. Oh! Down to 13. Woo! Couple remands, a Snapcaster. We will allow this to resolve. Going Bolt. We'll pass. Okay. We'll get in with Snapcaster next. Remand is looking real bad right now, chat. We can Snapcaster Counterflux next. We have a lot of Snapcasters now. A lot of Snapcasters. The question is, does our opponent have 2 spells here? It is a casted Rift Bolt. I think I will go ahead and remand this and see what else our opponent has. A Cryptic. Rift Bolt suspended here. We're gonna go ahead and go for this a little bit here. Snapcaster Bolt. Bolt them. We do have a Cryptic. Land is not really good for us. Go ahead and play the land out if we need to. 1, 2, 3, 4. We just have to survive past this Rift Bolt that's going to come off here. And I think we'll go ahead and attempt a remand on this. Do we want to remand this, or do we want to do something like a Snapcast or something here? I guess remand's fine here. It puts it back into their hand. Another Cryptic. So we can go to 1, basically. There's a Helix. We'll allow Helix to resolve here. We have Snapcaster and a Stubborn Denial, which is what I'm hoping to cast here. Do we run this out here? It's a Lightning Bolt. What do I have here? A little Snapcaster. What do we got? We'll attempt a Stubborn Denial here. It looks like our burn opponent's got it, though. We'll make them pay for it. Alright, they pay for it. Just checking, opponent. Alright. Batterskull and Wormcoil are nice, but I'm gonna struggle to get them down. Should have remanded spells earlier. Okay, will do. We will do that. I guess Keranos might be better than a Batterskull. When he had 2 and 3 mana, there were time walks. Okay. Gotta bring this Anticipate back in. Let's keep Batterskull. So we're gonna go slightly down on the curve there by one tick. See if that works. Alright, we'll keep this. This looks fun. Looks fun with Disrupting Shoal. Now, Cryptic Command's not going to be any good with Disrupting Shoal, but we can actually use this for a variety of things here. Swift Spear we're not going to worry about, because I can bolt that. We'll take our 1. Could have worked into a Spit to Slam, Batterskull with Stubby D. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see what's gonna show up here. A Lava Spike. We'll allow that to resolve. I guess this was incorrect, wasn't it? Now this bolt doesn't kill this. We'll take the damage here, and then we'll bolt at end step. They lightning bolt us, and we'll go ahead and stubborn deny that. We're playing this a little awkward, because we're super good at magic. Why didn't that... Did I click the wrong bolt? Might have clicked the wrong bolt. Did I click the wrong bolt? Triggered, stubborn now, targeting lightning bolt. Nope. It doesn't really say if I did or not. I think I targeted the wrong lightning bolt, didn't I, chap? I can tell you are not used to playing control decks. Yes! They are great fun. I enjoy them quite greatly. Great decks. He does get prowess, yes. Indeed. Prowess. Look at that. He didn't cast anything. This guy's a noob. Goblin Guide. I think I'll go ahead and counter that. We'll counter draw. If it's another 1-mana creature... Oh no, it has to be a blue card. We got this. I got the bolt. Game's easy. Easy mode. Look at that bolt. Boros Charm. This is like super easy mode, chat. Look at that. Bolted. We were just playing hard mode here. We're just playing some hard mode magic. It's easy. This is easy from here. Land for our opponent. Look at this. Nothing. Nothing from our opponent. Got him right where we need him. Got him right where we need him, chat. Scalding Tarn cracked. But yes, practice is incredible. It helps a lot. We'll just say that. When you do not have practice, it'll show. I'm gonna counter draw. I don't like Eidolon here. Well, it gets past the island here. Maybe we'll have another creature for this anger. Land. Our opponent is pseudo-flooding out here. So are we. This Disrupting Shoal is kind of interesting. Mainly because now we can use it. We can cast it and pay for it. Make sure X is 3 here. We'll just counter this Rift Bolt. That seems reasonable. Is this the tank Lego? The tank Lego? What? We're probably not going to crack this Scalding Tarn because that puts us to 6. And 6 is very dangerous. 7's not as dangerous. We're going to continue to flood out here though. I've got no answer for that. At least we can anger this away. I guess we'll anger. Unfortunate that we have to take the 2, but we're going to take the 2 if they attack us anyway here. Fluffy hands. I think I'll go ahead and opt right now as well. We'll bottom this. If they have a creature, obviously the Lightning Bolt's really nice. Rift Bolt. I guess going to 1 doesn't matter too much, so we'll go to 1. Snapcaster's a good draw here. As good as it gets, chat. Can Snapcaster Cryptic to bounce back Snapcaster to do the cryptics. Stubborn D. We're gaining ground here. We need a swan. We need a swan dive. Spellskite's a good one. We'll jam Spellskite out there. There we go. Swan dive. Our opponent is flooding incredibly hard here. Lightning bolt. I can't really play Snapcaster at the moment. 1 is not 0, exactly. Also, the flood is real on both sides. Another Snapcaster. Things could get interesting here. We may be at a point where we can now put pressure on with a Snapcaster at end step. Potentially. Our opponent's probably also running out of lands. They have drawn something that has caught their eye. Ooh, they hesitated too. Let's see here. If I were to snap and opt, I think we're okay to do that. Go ahead and snap opt. It's nice and cheap here. That way we can cast opt here. We'll put that on top and we'll draw. Golly, these Scalding Tarns. Alright, so now we can maybe bolt snap. Attack with Skite and send a message. Skite can block something hasty. I think I'll wait. Opponent is gathering cards. They're getting ready to just fire them all off here. Rift Bolt to any target. We will target a Spellskite here. Skullcrack. To target player or planeswalker. So we can snap. Snap Cryptic probably here. The question is, do they have another spell here? Question is, do they have another one? No, they're doing something. It has to target just player here. Deals 2 damage to target creature. When that creature dies this turn, Searing Blood deals 3 to that. Can I do... Will killing it with the lightning bolt do anything here? I can bolt, right? Because Searing Blaze is different than Searing Blood. I believe that's correct. Searing Blood's a little different than Searing Blaze. Oh, look at that Dispel off that Cryptic too. Whew. Yeah. Dispel's a good card. Oh yeah. Where's our Swan? Gonna go ahead and opt. I want a Swan here. Swan Dive. Show me the Swan. My bad, Spellskite target. Oh, Swan. Oh, Swan. Swan Dive. Swan Dive. I would agree with them, though. They should have targeted the Spellskite. If they targeted the Spellskite, we lose. Because it will die after, and I can't bolt it. Swan Dive. We're doing it, chat. Taking down burn. I think we got this. Oh yes. We got all kinds of counter magic. We have a 2-turn clock on them as well. Well, we're gonna attack for the win here. Wow, this is like a loaded hand now. Opponent's got 1 here. Let's just hold priority here. Oh, I can't hold. I didn't hold. Oh well. Oh well. Got him. Whew. Got him. Beat burn. Woo! The Swans. Our opponent did punt slightly there, though. If they would have targeted the Spellskite, they avoid a bolt. By avoiding the bolt, then when the Spellskite dies because of their 3 damage plus their other one that I had redirected, then they win that game. Close game. Close game. Closest of games. I'd be scared the purge was real. Alright, ooh, alright. I like this hand. There's no particular reason why I like this hand, chat. I just seem to like it. It's speaking to me. Too bad I don't have an opt. That would have been hilarious. This hand is speaking to me, though, chat. It's saying, Fluffy, I love you. And I'm like, oh man, I love you too, man. We might Disrupting Shoal a 2-drop too, just for the lulls. It's the Snapcaster, right? Exactly. How'd you know? How did you know? By the way, it's hilarious getting cards off Mana Traders because almost all the fetches are these expeditions from them now. Everyone turned in their expeditions. Eldrazi Temple is a funny card to see here because we could Disrupting Shoal with our Swan. Swan Dive. I got my 1 Blood Moon. Heck yeah! That's why. Oh, yes, please. Well, that's not what I thought it was going to be. Alright, that resolves. That resolves. I guess I'll attempt to bolt on this thing. We'll try bolting it. Yeah, chat. This is going to be great. Island. Let's do it. Island. This card. Good luck, opponent. We know how this card works. Yeah. Yeah. Look at those mountains. I'm so at home, chat. I'm so at home. Look at this. Oh, this mountain's pretty crazy, too. Look at this. I've never owned this mountain before. Crazy mountain. This one's kind of a scary mountain. It's like the Dwarven mountain where they mine stuff. My gosh, this is a mountain with ghosts on it. Aether Vial here for 3. Blood Moon, too good. Oh no. Flicker-Wisp. Come on, play Thought Knot here. I want a Disrupting Shoal Thought Knot. Come on. Oh yes. Yes. This feels good. I feel like this is the correct play, chat. This is the correct play. That was the correct play. It felt so good. Believe in it, chat. We're gonna get our Blood Moon back. What are we doing here? I guess I can hold this Anger for a turn. If I needed to, I could Scred the Flicker-Wisp. Blood Moon, too good. Indeed, Tadsa. How you doing? This is still a Blood Moon stream. The reason we're playing Blood Moon is because, well, it was in the deck, and also because I just didn't get enough this weekend. Alright. We're gonna do this. That's a 5/5 big boy. Now, you can't attack or block right now. That's fine. We're gonna be a little ways away, but in the event we're not doing anything and our opponent's down to 2 cards here, we'll get some niftiness going here. Another 3-drop here. Flicker-Wisp. Flickering Blood Moon. Alright. It's kind of a shame that I didn't tap the Arid Mesa. I could have tapped it to go fetching. Alright, let's see what this is. Wasteland Strangler. Our Anger's looking pretty good, by the way. This gets what, -3, -3 until end of turn. There goes our Blood Moon. We're just gonna have to play now. Gonna just have to play a basic game of Magic, chat. Flicker, flicker. It'll be alright. This Blood Moon's gonna do work here. I already have 3 blue here. I don't have any more Blood Moons in the deck, so I can go get a mountain here. And we'll go ahead and anger the board. And pass the turn. Sure. We'll path. That's fine. They pathed our dude, so now they're top deck mode. Now they're top deck mode. We're okay with that. So this is what it's like to run your opponent out of resources and be on the other end. I like it. I like it, chat. What is this? They have more to play? Oh my gosh, it's another Flicker Wisp. Here. Stop that. Please. I'll just Scred it now. Scred's gonna hit very few things. And we can also Snapcaster Scred, so. Alright, cool. We'll go ahead and anticipate. Let's see here. Put a card into your hand and the rest on the bottom. Take a lightning bolt. We'll take our lightning bolt. No, I don't want to shock myself. Thank you. Go ahead and opt here. Looking for basically Swans. I also don't mind doing this because we'll bottom this. We already have a spell snare. Scrying sheets. Alright. We can use scrying sheets. This is fine. What is this? Tap. Look at the top card. If snow, reveal, put in hand. I'm good with that. Seems reasonable. I might boot up Shambling Vent here. What is this, a 2-3? That is indeed what they do. Just bolt this. Just bolt it. They're in combat. They can't play their creature that we're going to get to Spell Snare. Spell Snare seems like it'll be decent. Darn it. We drew this card. Bad card. I guess I can check with Scrying Sheets now at the end of their turn. And by checking with Scrying Sheets, we can then use Scalding Tarn to great effect. I'm not seeing too many birds. I need more swans in my life. Let's take a peek. Say okay. I don't mind that one, actually. Go ahead and grab that one off the top. That actually can kill a lot of their things now because we have four snowlands. We can go get a fifth. Bird Spirit. I know, we need bird spirits. Land for our opponent. We'll go ahead and use this Scrying Sheets thing again. We'll take that opt. That's fine. Go ahead and opt main phase here. Bottom the snow. Remand is okay. We'll go ahead and crack this Scalding Tarn at this point. We are going to go get a basic Snowland, though. That way Scred can kill a Reality Smasher if needed. This Remand is going to be pretty poor, though. I doubt they're going to cast too many things. Could be wrong, though. Let's go ahead and attempt a Remand. This actually allows me to draw. And this is 3 mana, so they've got something else going on here. Probably a Flicker Wisp as well. We have another fetch, so I don't need to necessarily go get cards that I specifically need. Got the Swans here, so we'll go ahead and play Let's tap this correctly. 2 colorless and then the red. That way we have a little bit of everything here. I guess in a pinch we can hit our swans and draw 1,000. Let's go ahead and spread this now here. I don't really want them to have that in play. I might actually Snapcaster and spread our own swans. By doing that, we'll draw a whole bunch. That would be really fun. Draw a new hand. We want to. We're ready to. I'm ready to draw a new hand. We'll actually do it in response to an Aether Vial activation or at our end step. We will attempt this at our end step here. Here we go. To our draw 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be draw 5. I would like to cast this. It'll be draw 5. It's not bad. Not bad for 3 mana. Here we go. Here's that Flicker Wisp. It's Eldrazi Displacer. It is a snowland, so it'd be 6. We're not drawing anything here. Not drawing. A Remand. That is awful. They had the one of Eldrazi Displacer. Not a whole lot I can do against this at the moment. They have what? 2 activations of this every turn? Land. I guess I can do this to Snapcaster, which is kind of cool. When he enters, I get to do something here. What do I want? I guess I could just lightning bolt the Displacer. It's really kind of our opponent. Oh man, what a punt. Whoosh. Yep, he can't displace himself, but displacing the Snapcaster. Snappy's very happy. Snappy's very happy. We'll target Scred here. And we'll wait until Eldrazi Displacer dies here. Our opponent's giving us the extreme value here. Make sure I get all the good stuff here. I appreciate it. Our opponent is allowing us to target everything and just says knock yourself out. I would love to draw 1,000,000 cards. Yes, please. All the cards. Yes. Oops. I want to draw more. Agreed, chat. Alright. Can I kill him? Probably not. Snapcaster. Targeting Bolt. Bolt face. Snapcaster. Targeting Bolt. Bolt face. Alright, we'll leave a little bit up here. I think we're okay though. I have no way to kill him. Our opponent is good guy. Good guy, good burger. A little shout out to our good burger here. Helping us achieve greatness. We need that human wizard's lord. This is a bird. We'll swing. Swinging for the skies. By the way, we have the Swan army. We have the Swan army to back this one up. Our opponent knows they punted, though. Alright, so we're going to begin sideboard. We're actually going to grab these Blood Moons. These seem reasonable. Shatterstorm is kind of questionable, but Pithing Needle is good. Echoing Truth, no. Harvest Pyre is a question mark. Alright. Much love for the Swans. You take care, Tomoe. I think Vendilion Click's alright here. Anger the Gods is probably actually reasonable as well. Yes to Skite. Yes, because of Flicker Wisps. Gyarados is a maybe. Alright, what are we taking out here? Disrupting Shoal seems a little bit mediocre. Spell Snares are probably fine. Stubborn Denials are probably a little question mark. They have a lot of creatures. The Angers are good. Remands are alright. They're a little bit on the chopping block here. The Mindful is not too bad, but I have to draw a lot of cards, so we may pull that one out and maybe consider Gyarados here. Vendilion Click seems fine. This all seems fine. These 6 for like these 6 here. Start there. Spell Snares feel okay. Mana Leaks feel fine. Maybe take one Spell Snare out for Gyarados. Let's run that. Let's run that. Alright. We have a Spell Snare. We have a Mana Leak. I'll keep this. It's not ridiculously powerful, but we have 4 lands. We have some goodness here. We'll play our Polluted Delta and pass the turn. We will be fetching all basics here. I think that's the way to go in case we top deck our amazing Blood Moon. 2 mana spell, please. Excellent. Excellent. We will Spell Snare this. We're in great shape here. We'll be going and getting our Snow-Covered Mountain here. And we'll probably Mana Leak, whatever this is. That would be a yes. We will Mana Leak this. Mana Leaked. Alright. Snow lands for days. We can Spell Snare something here, but we can't Mana Leak anything. We'll see what this is. No, it's a Flicker Wisp. I can't deal with Flicker Wisp. Why the one old border island? I can't pick the ones from Mana Traders, and I needed the lands, so I actually just gotta swallow the pride there. We'll play the Swan here, pass the turn. Yeah, I have to just take whatever they give me. To tilt everyone and everything. I think I've got a couple of them, actually. The Swan is ready to Swan Dive. Please scred off the top. I would like to draw a bajillion. Opponent may have Path here. They have seen our Disrupting Shoal. No attacks. We're not going to attack either. We're good. We're just going to sit on D. I don't think I want them to draw a lot. Not right now. Not right now. Any ice cream bars left? Who had ice cream bars? 2 mana spell, please. Heck yes. All the way, every day. Snapcaster for hoorays. I'm gonna cast that. No problem. Bam. Denied. Ivaros has ice cream bars? Wasteland Strangler. Oh. Oh. Nifty. That's a way to get rid of Swans. I see, opponent. I see. I guess we'll attack in here. I guess we could also block this, but... Mana Leak is starting to look a little bit weaker. Looking a little bit weaker. There's a case to just block this right now. But I guess we'll play around it. Alright, we'll sit back with Snapcaster. I don't know how to play these blue decks. I want to be aggressive. Yeah, Mana Leak's not looking very good here. 3 in the air. We'll allow that to hit us. There's a lightning bolt. I suppose that's not a bad thing to see here. We can bolt, snap bolt. That seems to be a good phrase. I know it tilts me off the face of the planet when it happens. Bolt, snap bolt. Paths. Oh, we'll go ahead and take our land here. We'll take mountain. My new moat work. This one? It's kind of small. I don't know what to think about it, man. The thoughts from our opponent. Alright, we'll just bolt this. We're good. I'm good with that. Means we don't have to use Snapcaster just yet. It's tough to tell what it is. It's tough to tell what it is. Alright, so we have Snapcaster Remand. I couldn't tell you. I had an artist do mine. Much better skilled than I. Shamblin. Attack with both, please, opponent. Yes. Snapcaster. Mine is so clear and looks awesome. Let's move to blocks here, then we'll bolt. I mean, you could always ask a you could always ask someone to do one for you. Dev the Rev, welcome back. 3 months in a row. Thank you for the support. Can we get some fluffy howls in the chat? Fluffy howls. Ivaro's bolt seems interesting. It was a bolt. That's pretty cool. Welcome back. Yeah, I just got an artist helping me out. He gave me a new logo and everything. I'm working with him to try to figure something out for an emote. Rissa Rambles is who did our emotes. Our 3. The 3 here. I'll show all 3 off. Maybe one day if we're partnered, everyone can enjoy all three of them. Brothers don't shake hands, brothers hug. This remand is basically going to be fired off on anything I can target. Basically everything gets to stick here. This is an okay target for remand. I just want to draw off of it, honestly. Oh, yes. Swans. Swan dive. What do you got as a follow-up, opponent? Look at how pretty these are. This is a very pretty card. Swans and Brian Argyle. Very pretty card. I like the blue and the white. I like the art. Can I go off from here? No. This deck's not really trying to just go off. We could draw 3 here, though. What do we think about that, chat? Do we want to draw 3? Would we like to draw 3? I think that's fine. No, we don't have any way to go off. But I kind of like the idea of attempting to draw 3 here. Let's go for it. Hey. All right. Seems good. Probably not countering anything. They've got some nice mountains over there. Yeah. Woo! We don't dig for counters, chat. You forget. This is a Blood Moon stream. The Blood Moon stream. We don't dig for counters. What is blue? We dig for birds and birds and moons. The moon casts a nice glow upon them. Opponent, well, crud. Many mountains. Moons on moons. Oh yeah. I would like to draw more cards. Using anger to draw 3. Using anger to draw 3, chat. Yeah, buddy. We're in good shape now. If they had, like, a gut shot to draw a card, I could direct it over to Spellskite and then they don't get to draw the card. Our opponent concedes. Sweet deck. Alright. What are we drawing? Ooh, Cryptic and more Swans. My gosh, 2 Swans out with anger? Woo! Man, chat. Man. Woo! This is some... Whoa, stay over there. This is some interesting stuff we got going on here. Moons on moons. Yeah, Swan beats. We're the true thing today is we are evaluating, is Jace worse or better than Swans? The current answer is always Swans, never Jace. Oh yeah, and there's like no there is no MTG bot. We haven't had time to look into him. We're 2 and 1. 2 and 1 this league. Just ask. Here, I'll respond. This is Nightbot. Fluffy Wolf 2 is in a friendly league. Currently, he is 2 and 1 in matches. Yay. 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 Alright, there you go. That's Nightbot. You just do it to kind of ask me? It's fair. Oh, yes. This is looking fun. Alright, we need a swan to land. Swan dive. That was Nightbot. I could say, hey Fluffy, what's your record? Or excellent record shot in the dark and maybe hit it. It's fair. Alright, our opponent appears to be Jeskai of flavors. Because we have our swan, we're going to go ahead and just try to get as many snow-covered lands as possible here. Going to that, what, Unhinged, I believe is what that one's from. Hey, we got something here. We have a Helix. I could mana leak this. I guess we'll just allow that to resolve. Anyone with any Jeskai knowledge in here? Varos has that Jeskai knowledge. That crazy guy. Alright, the big question is, can we get a Swans down here? Or are we going to run into some sort of counter? I think we have to wait. We have to wait. Well, we could Stubborn Denial. That'd be kind of hilarious. Let's do it. Then our opponent can draw a whole bunch, but I'm down for this. I'm down for this. Yeah, yeah. Opponent's giving it a good read. I don't know about this card. Logic Knot. Logic Knot. Logic Knots for 2. Well, we can't counter that. I was hoping it was a Cryptic, actually. But alas, no Cryptic. We'll Spell Snare this. Teach our Jeskai opponent to... Where's my Simian Spirit Guides now? Exactly. Where are they? Opponent has free reign over us right now. They allow us to draw. That's intriguing to me. We were tapped out, opponent. You had the opportunity to slam greatness. I have to let Bolt resolve. Okay. Blood Moon. Seems reasonable here. Get him off double white. Double white's a little scary here. Double white's a little scary here. If they Cryptic this, I could Stubborn Denial it. If they do something else, we'll Mana Leak, I suppose. Snapcaster. Snapcaster Logic Knot. Let's Mana Leak this. Let's see if they have a spell to follow this up with. It's a good use of our Mana Leak, actually. I don't foresee it really stopping our opponent. However, it did turn off Cryptic, which is really nice for us. What is this? For 6? Secure the Waste. Where is my Anger the Gods? That's not Anger the Gods. We'll do this at upkeep here. I'd rather avoid them drawing a counterspell. To Fairy. Well, Stubborn Denial would have been only for 1. Get to untap 2 islands, perhaps. Then they do. We can't Snapcaster Cryptic, unfortunately. It looks like we might have to do a little bit of Snapcaster Scred here. Scred. Snapcast or Scred. Maybe something like that. Let's go ahead and remand this, actually. I want to draw a card. See what's up. Another Stubborn Denial. Scred, snap, scred, exactly. That's what we're gonna do. I don't have much else to do at the moment. That'll get rid of 3 of these, though, and leave them with only 2. Our life total is extremely important here. Scred. Snap. Targeting Scred. Scred. I think I'm just gonna block here. We'll take just 2 here. They have the Teferi. Of course, I draw it right after. Go ahead and anger the rest away here and see if they have any counter. They path their own. I guess we have to let that resolve. We didn't know the anger was on the top. Anger for 1 here. There you go. Solid play, chap. Alright, Teferi's a bit of a problem here. Gotta be careful calling these top decks. Oh, that's right. I shouldn't be doing that anymore. Let's attempt Snapcaster into a spell snare here. This is interesting. Just checking. I'm just checking, opponent. I can't pay that. Search for his Kanta. Showing up. Untaps 2. The ability to untap is very strong, obviously. And all the drawing. The extra drawing is going to bury me in card advantage. Electrolyze. I need like a cryptic here or something. I guess a swan is kind of interesting. A island's not very interesting. An island is actually the absolute opposite of probably what we need. Probably the opposite. That's not good. Now they're going to draw cards and exile things. Probably Blood Moon first. Well, that's not good. There's a Colonnade over there. Go to 6. I don't think we win because whatever threat I stick here, Teferi just kills it. We can look though. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and concede here. Any threat we stick just dies. Oh, Supreme Verdicts and Path. That's good to know. Alright. Batter Skull seems fine. Keranos seems fine. The Blood Moons are kind of interesting, but I have a feeling our opponent's going to go ahead and start fetching basics. The angers are alright as well. So the 2 counters here are probably good, and the Pithing Needle. After that, the Batterskull, Keranos, the Vendilion Click, and the Anger are probably considered, and then Blood Moons and Worm Coils at the very end. It's probably like the cards we care about. I think Disrupting Shoal's fine here. Spell Snare is probably fine, and Stubborn Denial is probably okay, but it's not very good unless we get something down. Anticipate probably can leave. I guess Blood Moon can leave. We have 2 angers. Let's not bring this anger in. I'm almost tempted to take out like 1 Lightning Bolt, 1 Scred, and like 1 Opt. Maybe something like this. And maybe 1 Stubborn Denial. Kind of do these 6 and bring these 6 in. That seems fine. I'm trying to do a few different counters. Pithing Needle to deal with Teferi, Vendilion Clicks to check hands, Keranos and Batterskull kind of in the top end. It definitely seems like something that could work. We'll submit. Where does Scred outperform Bolt? When we cast it on our Swan. I think we mulligan this. This isn't a very good hand. The Opt gives us a few looks, but then we're just digging for cards. Alright, this is better. This is better. Anger's not going to be used for a little while, but the Pithing Needle and the Opt and the Snapcaster with 2 lands feels a lot safer. We'll put that on top as well. We'll actually go ahead and wait to draw that. I don't mind drawing a land here. But yes, the Scred is great when we have a Swan. The greatness awaits us. Let's go ahead and play the Pithing Needle down. We'll just name Teferi. I don't mind doing this. I don't really think there's anything else. Colonnade could be nice to name. Sulfur Falls. The Scred. Search for his contest sticks. That'll bury us in a little bit of card advantage for our opponent as well. Not very good for us. Our opponent's got all their colors. I might just snap and Opt here. Let's go looking and put a little bit of pressure on our opponent. Hey, sticks. And we'll Opt, do a little looking here. We'll put that on top and draw that. That's a fine draw. Helixing Snapcaster, that's fine. Snowland, we'll pass turn. They might think we're like kind of a Blue Moon variant, and they might have brought in things to get rid of Blood Moon, And we took it out. Logic Knot. Field of Ruin. If we can continue to play basics, it would be great. Alright. Double mana leak here. Yeah, I was gonna say they don't feel the ruin here. We'll go get our mountain in case we need the double red. Search for his Kanta trigger. They keep that card. That's interesting. They have four mana. Lightning Bolt. Gonna play the counter more with our opponent. What might this be? Electrolyze. We'll allow that to resolve. I can't imagine I want to counter that. Spell Snare. Well, we're getting a collection of counter spells and creature removal. Lightning Bolt. A Cryptic has been played here. I don't think I want that to resolve. Well, Mana Leak. They have a Teferi in hand, more than likely. They more than likely have a Teferi in hand. As Kanta flips. Glacial Fortress for our opponent. There's a Keranos. Can we get a Keranos down here? Probably not. It'd be very difficult, I'm sure. You get to search with Azcanta and finds a Cryptic command. That's not very good. You find an Opt. It'd be great to get Keranos down. But I don't see that happening against our Jeskai friend over here. Don't see it happening against our Jeskai friend over here. Our opponent has 1,000,000 mana here. A Serum Visions. Move to end step. We'll go ahead and opt. We'll put that on top. That's a fine draw. We do need the lands to kind of keep caught up with our opponent here. Now we have Snapcaster Mana Leak, Snapcaster Opt. We have to play around this Cryptic that our opponent has. I think our opponent's just going to bolt us out here. Elspeth. Oh boy. Elspeth could be a problem. Elspeth could be a problem. We'll fetch a Steam Vents here. Another Scred. Then Lightning Bolt our opponent. We have a counter war here at some point. I don't feel like we win this counter warp. Our opponent shocks in to get this Helix in. Negates. We'll attempt a Snapcaster. I was gonna say this might get the counter. This is all at our end step. They probably should just let Snapcaster resolve. They're getting to do an Elspeth next turn. We actually can't counter this Helix here. We'll feign that that's all of our counter spells and hope they jam like an Elspeth here. Then we can mana leak it. Well, we can't mana leak it anymore. No mana leaks. On their draw step, we'll go ahead and fire off this Vendilion Click and see what we can do. Let's go do it now, actually. Now we can take Elspeth here. Unless they have a Dispel here. Don't have a Dispel too. Oh, thank goodness. Alright. We get to at least get rid of this Elspeth so we don't have to counter it. Which is kind of nice. We don't care about Teferi. Snapcaster is a little bit but Elspeth would probably kill us. So we'll get rid of Elspeth here. And then our opponent gets to grab a card. The more I play the deck, the more I realize how complex the deck is. Oh yeah, things are complex. Serum Visions. A lot of decks are complex, and that's why when we do these Monday Mayhems, we run into all kinds of shenanigans going on here. We have absolutely no idea what we're doing half the time. Opponent Lightning Bolts. They're gonna Lightning Bolt us. I got nothing. You got another Snapcaster here? Yep. That's gonna do it, chat. Stop Teferi. This Kanto is too much. Alright, we're 2-2. 2-2, chat. We got a chance to get the 3-2 in this friendly league. Based on the speed at which these are going, I think I might consider a whole nother league. They're not going too terribly slow. They are a little bit costly in time because they're a control matchup, but they're moving. They're moving. Alright, we won the die roll against Wriggle B. This is a terrible hand. I'm gonna mulligan this. Ooh. Yes, please. And we'll put that on top too. Yes, please. And play Chain Whirler this weekend. Did I play Chain Whirler this weekend? I did. He's in the sideboard. This will be an interesting matchup. Wonder if they have a basic. Let's find out if they have a basic. Basic Swamp, basic Forest. The difference between powering out Blood Moon and turn 3 Blood Moon. Very prevalent here. Very prevalent. Which one do they want, though? Opponent. Can you? There you go. There you go. J3490. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I guess one thing this shuts us off on is double blue for a stubborn and a spell snare. Although these spell snares aren't going to do a whole lot. So people ask about just splashing another color, for example, in our actual Blood Moon deck, which is all great, but this is a perfect example where you need to run a lot of basics in order to make it work. Opponent cycles. Overgrown Tomb. Alright. Well, we get Snapcaster. Stubborn Denial is not going to be very good here. Spell Snare needs to come out of this deck, that's for sure. Cast a Simian Spirit Guide. I'll match it with a Snapcaster Mage. Let's get in. I think we might take one turn here to go ahead and play the Mindful out. It's kind of questionable. The other thing going on here is we could anticipate and leave up something like a Stubborn Denial. I guess this would have turned on our Stubborn Denial, which would be really nice. Opponent blocks. We'll go ahead and run this out here. If they have a way to cascade in, then we kind of probably lose here. They do. Stubborn Denial is not going to do a whole lot either anyway. Oh, I guess it could have. Alright. Opponent can just swing in here. We block a 6-4 but take 11, 12, 13, 13, 16, 22. Alright. Again, we don't have anything with the graveyard here. It's a little bit tough. We'll bring in Dispels. I don't have a lot for this matchup. It doesn't feel like I have a lot. Spell Snares aren't very good here, and probably the Angers aren't very good. The Blood Moon's kind of like questionable, and the Disrupting Shoal doesn't do a whole lot. So we have, what, Dispel... Another Mindful here. A Vendilion Click. Counterflux. I guess the Blood Moon's okay to keep in. We can bring in a second Blood Moon and a Batterskull maybe? Or no. We will leave Batterskull out. Alright. You bought 57 foils today for Pyro Prison? Which 57 foils? That's a lot of foils. That's a lot. What are you foiling out? Or are you waiting to get the expensive cards and foiling out everything else? Alright, what do I like to play first? Yes. Blood Moon's fine. Stubborn Denial's fine. Screds with the Swan would be good. We'll keep this and hope that the top of the deck is kind to us. We will hope for some kindness here from the deck. Got all the main board except the Gemstone Caverns. Dang. It's very shiny. Just basic foils, or did you get like Expedition or other of the Masterpiece foils? That's like really expensive too. But if you like it, and it's shiny. Some people just like to play the shininess. I played an Exalted deck that I foiled out in Standard. It's kind of cool. It's very Exalted-like. Alright. Finding the basics. We are finding the basics. Blood Moon is a possibility here. We'll see what they go fetch. I imagine they want to start cycling. It's gotta be probably a basic. Basic Forest. Do I just rush Blood Moon out here? Probably do. It'll take them off black here. They do have red and green. Now I didn't get any of the expos, too much money. But I do want those Blood Moons eventually. Next, I don't remember if it's I guess it's a Masterpiece or whatever. You like that one for the Blood Moon? I'm not a big fan of it. Not a big fan. Speaking of art, this is like a giant. Is this a giant or he's about to smash a tiny little castle? Cycle for our opponent. It'd be great to get the Swans down next turn. Wonder if we can chance that. Wow, okay. They just go for it here. They have a bunch of things to cycle? They do not. Okay. Vendilion click. Huh. You like the bolus horns? We're gonna go ahead and take our 5 here. The problem is that when we cycle or discard cards, the Vendilion click dies. I guess we can take a peek. This is like a really good card against us. We need to get this off. I guess we should have targeted maybe ourselves. Get rid of the Stubborn Denial, for example. Go searching for something to get rid of this. They have a Living End, a Horror. They have a Beast Within. I might take that Beast Within. Let's do that. Alright. Looking for a basic snow land. Thank you, deck. You are but too kind. Go ahead and kill this. Scred doing scred things. Scred doing scred things. Playing Swans wouldn't be bad here, especially with a Stubborn Denial available to us. And one more land. Can be anything. They might start hard casting stuff, yeah. Alright. Land? Another Swan. So we'll play our Swan here. Twitch is officially down. Well, that wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good. I would also not have a connection if it was down. So Scred's gonna use to draw some cards, I think. We'll allow this to bounce off us here. Go to 11 here. We have to decide if we want to just draw 3 or if we want to draw more. We might just draw 3 with the idea that Scred could get rid of this card. Might also play another Swans. It's a Swan. It's technically a bird spirit, but it's a Swan. They're going to straight Cascade here. So they ended up finding their next Cascade spell. We get our Vendilion Click here. I think we're going to target ourselves. I don't need the Stubborn Denial anymore. Counterflux. It's kind of a bad draw. Feels when your computer stops running video on Twitch. Alright, so we can play a Swan here, and we could actually draw a whole bunch. But we also have this over here. I think we play the Swan out. And then what we do here is we're going to Scred this to get rid of it. And then we have blockers. And then we can use a bolt either on this one here or something else. We're actually going to trade Vendilion Click here, and we're not going to do anything with this. We're just going to take our 6 here. Drawing cards here sounds very appetizing. Another one of these guys. There's a Cryptic. Well, we can get in and then use Cryptic and Bolt here, and we'll draw and we'll tap their team. Team's alright, alright. I'm getting ready to draw 4 here, total. Tap and draw. Another Swan. Not a bad thing, I suppose. Play a Horror. Land. I'm gonna go ahead and bolt our own. Draw some cards. There's a Scred. Another Bolt. And a Stubborn Denial. It's a lot of damage that can come back at us. We have to block 2 things. I either have to kill something. I think I can Scred here and draw a whole bunch. And hopefully draw into another like Scred. Although we have 2. Snapcaster Scred would be fine here. So let's go ahead and Scred our Swan here. See what we draw. We have another Scred. We can Snapcast, we can Scred, Snapcaster Scred. So this line leaves us with a few options here to block. I think we need to get rid of this now. So I'll Scred this now, and then we can Snap Scred. Seems like a possibility here, not to die. I'm gonna go ahead and attack in. Present greatness here. And look at that, how many we drew. This is good. Alright. Get rid of the Mindful here. I think the Mindful is fine to get rid of. I guess we could have also just Mindful'd there, and we'd have a 5/5 blocker. Alright, we'll snap here. We're gonna Scred away one of these. The idea here is I don't think they have anything that can hurt us too bad here. We'll find out. And block. Fulminator Mage. Got nothing for that. We gotta leave Stubborn Denial open here. We have an extra bolt. We can either bolt our own Swan or bolt the Fulminator Mage. Can't bolt this guy, unfortunately. Didn't have enough red. We're still in it. We are still in it. We got a bunch of Snapcasters. A Snapcaster Scred on our own Swan would be kind of nice. We can also bolt, which would take them to 7 Snapcaster Bolt, and that would be a win. We have a couple lines here. We'll see. There's a Snapcaster. Is that not enough? I guess we just attack and see what happens here, but that's... it's not enough. It's actually not enough. Alright, we're gonna trust the Swan. We can Snapcaster Scred here. It's one short. Let's go ahead and Snapcaster. We can actually Scred. We could Scred this creature here. If they have a living end, we're okay. So let's go ahead and play a little bit safe here instead of going kind of full combo on our opponent. Alright, now we have a variety of counters up. I think we're okay. Actually, we only have one counter. Tapping mana is difficult. We will block this. And we'll just swing in here. And then we'll do our 3 via bolts. And got that game. Woo! Alright, to the sideboard. For all the marbles. For all the marbles. I think the counterflux is fine. The blood moons are fine as well. I guess Harvest Pyre could kill something versus like Bolt's not killing a whole lot, so we'll swap that out. Obviously Bolt won that for us. But I think it's an okay switch. Okay, so we need some swans, we need some screds, we need some snowlands, but we could take this one off this living end player here. We could indeed take it off the living end player here. It's gonna be close. Gonna be close. What do you got, opponent? Let's get to the next game. We have hit submit. We're good. Just waiting on our opponent. All right. This is not a keepable hand. Yeah. We'll ship this one. I need another land and we'll be good. So we'll keep this. Put that on top. It's perfect. All right. We'll go ahead and not shock in here, and then we'll have some stubborns and mana leaks here. The idea is when they go to Cascade, hopefully we can stubborn denial or mana leak the living end. That'll be the attempt. Alright. We're looking good. Looking good. I guess remand is kind of an awkward thing, but I guess we can remand the living end as well. It's an option as well to us. Stubborn denial is going to slowly get weaker and weaker here. A little bit weaker. What do you got, opponent? Gonna go for it here? Cycles. More cycling. I don't think we have any real reason to have double red, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a basic island out of this. You think Twitch is back? I'll be honest, I'm not seeing any issues on my side. And if there was a connection issue, I'd have dropped frames. And I actually have a solid 0 dropped frames. It's pretty sweet. Doesn't always happen that way. Alright, so we have a Remand, we have a Mana Leak, we have a Stubborn Denial. We have a lot of options here. Lots of options. My dashboard would probably also go black if it was out. The opponent is giving it a good thought here. What do we got? A Living End has entered the exile. Alright. It's a little different. Well, we were supposed to opt there. The extra Mana Leak, though, probably what we want to draw. Alright, so we have a Living End coming off Suspend. That's a problem because we can't counter that. Oh, we need the land. Alright. We'll go ahead and play the Mindful here. This will allow us to put Stubborn Denial out there without any problems. And if this guy lands, we'll be in good shape. We will be in good shape. Does land, so a Stubborn Denial is online. It's really good for us. So if we can get to untap, we have 3 counters that are pretty strong against our opponent. We already have 1 good counter against our opponent. Although we're representing Bolt and... The trick here is that they might try to do a Living End and recascade when we counter it. So we're hoping they don't do anything right now, basically. That's the hope. Opponent's kind of playing slow. Little slow here. It's alright, opponent. I believe in you, opponent. You make the right calls. You got it, man. What is this picture? One of the people that I follow has changed their picture. Finally got it to work? What did we finally get, Zale? Are we down? Are we down? I'm all green this time. It's not me this time. We're feeling good. Opponent's all in on this Living End. No, I'm up. Sweet. Nothing on your end for Twitch would work. Oh, we should have attacked. We didn't realize we were already at 7 cards. We'll get our attack in next time. Alright, Living End's showing up here. We're going to attempt a Remand, actually, on this and see what happens. Seems like a reasonable thing to do. It'll actually keep us high enough in cards for Mindful here as well, potentially. We'll allow this to go because we'll counter the Living End right here. Go ahead and Stubborn. Stubs. Stubs. So Twitch is going all crazy on us. Twitch is going crazy. Poor Twitch. Alright. Opponent's gonna Demonic Dread again. Finds the Living End again. We will Stubborn Denial again. Would you please stop, opponent? Thank you for making my creature unable to block double down. We're gonna bolt it in turn. We'll bolt now. I guess we'll hold this island, trying to get closer to casting greatness. Living End returns. I guess we can use the Mindful's ability here. I don't know. Well, maybe Scrying Sheets. We have at least one more Stubborn Denial in the bin here. Let's go ahead and use the Scrying Sheets. It's a land that we are not too fond of here. We'll avoid them being able to cascade into something here. We're not going to be able to do much against this Living End, unfortunately. What is this, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Use snow. Oh, it's a May. It's a May return. Well, that's just twice as great. Thought it was a must. Alright, we'll deal with this Living End coming off here. So let's go ahead and fire off Mana Leak number 1 here. I'm going to make him spend a lot of mana here in order for him to deal with this. Because I don't want any follow-ups here. I don't want any follow-ups. And we're going to go ahead and Stubborn Deny now. Just kind of draining them of resources here. Trying to pseudo time walk them with a few spells here. It's obviously a lot. But I can't afford them playing a back-to-back Living End here. I need to give myself a chance here. Oh. Well, that's not very good for us. That's not very good. We'll bolt Snapcaster to get him back here, and then we'll use him on an opt probably to draw. Because we need a draw here. This doesn't look very good. That was a pretty good card to have in their hand. Opt here, looking for... Not really sure what we're looking for. Well, Cryptic's not a bad thing here, I suppose. And a Dispel. I guess we'll target one of these 4. So we need a Scalding, Mana Leak, Arid Mesa. All right, 1 creature down. They can just cycle and kill. Yeah, they get to cycle and just kill Snapcaster. I don't know if I can do the Snapcaster tap bounce. It's kind of tempting. But we'll tap and draw here. Back-to-back cryptics. We only have 2. We're in trouble. Street Mop. We are in trouble. We'll opt. Bottom. Scred. We almost need like a Swan here. We have to believe in the Swan off the top, right? I guess I get a scrying sheets before I do this cryptic here, looking for the amazing. Alright, well I don't need another Scred here, but I suppose it's okay. Swan? Oh, Blood Moon. You're not very good right now, Blood Moon. Oh, I was gonna use it. We can scred 2 things here. I guess we scred this and we scred this. I don't think we're in great shape. Not in great shape, chat. Scred this away. We'll scred this away. We're trying. It's gonna be close here. Oh, they have an instant speed. Oh, nope, cycling. They need to cycle again here. Alright. They got it. Living and beating us up here. Alright, we're playing Swans. We're going to keep playing this. We're going to have to move to the queues, it looks like, just because of time. But we'll probably get in 3 to 4. Just not sure I can get a full league in. 2.5 hours. No, I can't play it for another 2.5. Let's get the queues going, though. Let's find some unfortunate people that are going to play against our Swans. Now, anybody's got any questions about this deck, feel free to ask. Can't say I totally understand what's going on here, but we can try to explain it. We have a lot of removal in this hand. We do need some basics. That way our Screds are online here. We'll bolt the bird. It's always a good thing to do. If we can keep the Screds for the Swans as well, and we hit a 4th Snowland, and then a 5th when we drop, after we drop the Swans, it could be very good. Could be very good. Could be draw a million cards, chat. Windswept Heath, another bird. We'll bolt this bird as well, and we'll pass the turn to our opponent. Looking for one more land, preferably a snow land here. When you spread your swans, you need to say the phrase, hit your swans, draw some cards. Is that a phrase I'm supposed to say? I'm not aware of said phrase. Noblest of Hierarchs. Voice of Resurgence. Go ahead and grab a basic mountain. We have Snapcaster now. I think I'm going to go ahead and Snapcaster and then just Lightning Bolt this Noble Hierarch. Right now. It's a meme? Oh gosh. Oh gosh, it's a Saffron Olive thing. I'll have to look at it later. Part of me would love for a Path to Exile here. Oh yes. That is fine by me. Fine by me. Alright. Land would be great here. Well, we're going to go ahead and risk that the Swan is going to do work here. It dies to a path here. If they get to untap, we'll get to do amazing things. Unfortunately, they had exactly path and an unknown card in hand. Collected Company. Noble and Voice. A Anger off the top wouldn't be bad. Suppose I can ask for said card. Opt. It's a little further down, but we got there. It's only a few cards down. When you play blue, you're allowed to top deck 3 cards down. Now, we need a closer. We need another Swan. Need another Swan. Where's our Swan? None of this is Swan material. Our Screds can do 5. It's kind of nice. We'll actually go ahead and Mana Leak this. Because if we get a Swan, we can leave up Stubborn Denial. It's kind of nice. If they just happen to have another, okay. Spell Snare doesn't hit that. We'll just Scred this now. It's less for us, but it gets the Knight out of here without having it have the fetch land plus its own ability. Scrying Sheets here. At least we can now dig past any snow lands. Although snow lands are going to be few and far between. There's a Spell Snare target. Put in hand. Hey, it worked. It actually worked. All right, we're looking for a finisher, chap. we're gonna just put that straight into our hand. That'll be great. There we go. We have our Swan down. Swan, Stubborn, and Scred. All ready for greatness. Yeah, buddy. We can bolt our own bird. Stubborn Denial. Saffron Home's a living meme. Let's draw a full hand. Looks good, chat. Looks good. All right. Can't quite decide what I want to play, but looks real good here. Yep. Yep. I like it. We drew 7. No problem. We got a few cryptics now and a few Anger the Gods and all that great stuff. I'm gonna get rid of the steam vents and one snow land here. Yep, yep. All good. Horizon Canopy. Swans is basically Gristlebrand. It's counter draw. I don't want this Windswept Teeth doing nasty things to us with the Tireless Tracker out there. Alright, got the concession. Got the concession. Alright, what do we got here? We have a little creature deck. Anger the Gods is going to be good. Let's see here. Dispel's not too bad. Blood Moon is a hit or miss. I feel like Batterskull and Worm and Keranos are interesting here. We have a lot of removal, a lot of ways to deal with stuff. The Remands probably are a little weak here. So let's bring those out. Let's bring these in. Can we fit Keranos in here somewhere? That seems like that would be a really good card to have. Maybe it's better than Blood Moon. Let's try that. I guess there's an argument for Pithy Needle for the Knight, but I'm going to pass on that for right now. Alright, we have a Bolt and we have a Dispel. I think I'll try this. It's very medium. But we'll go ahead and get rid of this bird here. Bolt the bird, chat. Batterskull's bad? I just want to bash face in. Oh man, you guys are making me feel bad about my decisions now. Making me feel bad about my decisions. That's alright, we got this. I believe. I believe. You have big guys. That's why Batterskull is going to be great. He'll just take hits to the face and I'll replay him. Suit up the Swan with a Batterskull. Punch face. I agree. Sounds fabulous. Well, we're not really dying anytime soon anyway, so we're good. Our opponent kept something. Honestly, I'm tempted to just Snapcaster and Bolt, so let's go ahead and do that and put some pressure on our opponent. I don't know, this just feels like the right thing to do. Let's go. They missed some land drops. We're making ours. Swing in here. We have a Dispel for the first collected company. We don't have one for the second one. Is Sweltering Suns just better than Slagstorm? Depends on your meta. I would say it's reasonably considered better. Currently. Alright, opponent. You have the collected of companies? The answer is no so far. Is this an end step collected company? I believe in you. Go get that temple guard. Darn it. We'll dispel that. I feel they both have their ups and downs. Yep. If you're in a token heavy meta, we just got it all. This is what it feels like when you have it all, chat. It's almost tempting to just bolt and see what I top deck here. Wow, they're going after their own planes here to get another planes to play something here. Voice of Resurgence. That is aggressive. I mean, I guess I'll just run Snapcaster in here. I don't think I want to run Snapcaster or 2 bolts after the voice. Alright, we'll just pass turn here. I'm not too worried about the voice at the moment. Courser and path on top. Gets in for 2. Where's our Swan? An opt. Let's check the top card. We don't need more lands. We'll bottom. Swan it is. Perfect. It's almost tempting to just bolt now and do that because of this voice. So I think we're gonna at least consider that. And just draw a million cards and just win from here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's bolt. Oh yeah. Alright, we're good. We good. We good, chat. Oh yeah. We just drew 6 for 2 mana. And we get a land off of it. Heck yeah. I'll go get a land. Thank you. No attacks. No attacks. We'll play Keranos here. We're gonna play a Swan here. And we're just gonna leave everything up. We could bolt our own Swan to draw extra cards, chat. Who likes a free Ancestral Recall? What is it? Which one is it? Whenever you reveal land, draw. Whenever you reveal non-land. Alright, we need that non-land goodness. Need that Scred. Kinda just want to bolt this now. I know, it'll make a dude. But I don't want them getting card advantage here. That's my job. That's my job. Besides, Keranos can take care of stuff if we're too worried about this. This coming path here, I think. Path us. We'll say yes to this. It's fine. Go grab our land. So Keranos is going to get to hit something here. That's fine. If you bolt face and stuff. But I need to get rid of this stuff too. Let's just bolt. We'll worry about everything else in a sec. I'll put that on top. We'll draw it. We'll replay this. Put it on top. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's draw some cards, chat. Please. Thank you. I would like to draw half my deck here. Alright. What to play? What to play here? Question is, do we have another? Looks like we do. We can anger the gods here, clear some stuff up. We can then Scred this guy away. And now the board's clear. And we actually have Stubborn Denials up. Alright, so what do I want? I want to keep all of this. We'll ditch a Batter Skull, we'll ditch some lands. And a Cryptic. And Stubborn Denial. Cool. Alright, we're good to go, chat. We have Disrupting Shoal on a variety of things. We have Spell Snares. We got it all. Nice. Let's play again. Let's go again. We drew what, like 10 there? 10-ish cards? 3-2. We went 2-3 in the league, but now we're 3-3 if you count that one there. Alright, we'll keep this. This is great. It's good stuff. Alright, this will be probably one of the few times that I go get a Steam Vents. Yeah, that wasn't a league match. I guess we're 3-3 on the night. Well, in this case, we'll go ahead and opt instead. We will opt. We'll put that on top. We can be happy with those. Let's play Snows. Pass turn. Alright, so we have Mana Leak up and we have a Spell Snare. This appears to be Ad Nauseam or Humans. Both decks run a Seacomb Croast. Alright, it's definitely Ad Nauseam. Get the Spell Snare, Pentad Prism. That feels pretty good. Play our Island, because now we can opt and Mana Leak. We can also bolt something if necessary. We'll probably just bolt their face. Although bolting Swans feels decent here. We do not want that to land. We'll go ahead and Mana Leak it. And we'll opt this turn. We'll bottom that. We have our 4th land here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and run Swans out here. Because with the Scred and the Bolt, we get to draw a lot. Shields are down for 1 turn. But the Swan, I think, is going to be really good here. Sleight of hand from our opponents. It's a good sign here. See if they have anything to follow this up with. A Lotus Bloom has been exiled. City of Brass played. Nothing else to follow. Anger is a terrible draw. Get to attack here. So we'll use Snapcaster to potentially do something with Mana Leak or Spell Snare here. If we end up going to end step, we'll use Scred to draw lots of cards. Alright, let's go ahead and draw 4 cards here. Let's draw another 4 as well while we're at it. Alright, I feel much safer now. Much safer. Go ahead and attack in. We have Cryptic. We have just a variety of things going on for us. We are going to ditch some of these lands. And the Anger. Alright, let's bolt them. I think I might just Snapcaster and bolt again here. Pact of Negations here. We'll move to our turn. And we can bolt twice here. I think we got it. We'll see if they choose not to lose the game here, or attempt to do such things. Do you have something? I have a cryptic. No, you can't go off. Not right now. Got it. Got it. Alright. Dispel is fine. A Shatterstorm's interesting, but it's probably too slow. Counterflux is interesting. Blood Moons are interesting to me. Wormcoil's too slow. Batterskull's too slow. Keranos is too slow. Shatterstorm's kind of like that question mark. Vendilion Click's probably an okay thing here. Take these Angers out. Disrupting Shoal seems like it's going to be... Well, we can use that. Spell Snares are fine. Stubborn Denials are going to be kind of interesting. Probably worth it. Anticipate I can get rid of here. The Mindful I can get rid of. Remands feel decent. Honestly, like an Opt probably is something else. I like this Vendilion Click for some card selection from their hand. I'll give this a try. Alright, we have a Mana Leak and a Cryptic here, but not a whole lot else. We have plenty of lands to go into, though, so we'll go ahead and keep this. Our opponent's gone to 6. Hi. City of Brass for our opponent, and a Lotus Bloom, and a Sleight of Hand. Swans is an okay pickup here. We need something that's going to deal with some of these turn 2s and turn 3s here. Pentab, we got nothing for that, unfortunately. Kind of interesting. I don't know if this is going to be good enough here with the Mana Leak, not with all this mana. Although we might get a Phyrexian Unlife here. A Ley Line of Sanctity. Yeah, that's fine. That's really okay. We'll go continue to get islands here, because the snow-covered mountains, we don't need a whole lot of those. It's interesting they burned their Pentab on a Ley Line here. Mana Leak's not very good against a Lotus Bloom, unfortunately. So I think we're just going to have to let this resolve. A second Pentab. We're going to go ahead and Mana Leak this, because now if they want to keep this, the Lotus Bloom has to be cracked. There we go. I don't think I can play Swans here in the event that they have Ad Nauseam. We'll see where they put this top card. They put it on top, so they like their top card here. Alright, we're going to risk this. I'm going to return the Lotus Bloom and draw a card. Assuming the top card is like an Ad Nauseam. This will give us an opportunity to play Swans. Swans with Stubborn Denial backups are really good. I guess we should have done the other one, but we'll leave it like this. Swans plus a Stubborn Denial is really good here. Nicely top decked there. Lotus Bloom is reapplied. Let's go ahead and spread our own Swan here for some goodness. Now we get to draw lots of cards. 6 to be exact. Our opponent's considering a Cryptic there. Or a other stuff. We can play a second Swan here. Does that get us anything? I suppose it gets us more potential damage. And we'll leave our Stubborn Denial up. With a couple bolts here, it'll be nice. Echoing Truth here. I think I have to allow this to resolve. With the idea that I can play one of these next turn. But if I allow this to resolve, then my Stubborn Denial is not very good. We'll allow it to resolve. We'll get rid of a bunch of lands here. All lands. We'll just plan to replay our Swans here. We can bolt ourselves. We can bolt ourselves being the Swan, or we can bolt them. Might be worth it to just bolt them here. Oh, we can't bolt them, so we'll go ahead and draw some cards here. And that's why the ley line's down. Fair enough. Fair enough. Attack in for 4. Play another Swan down here. Get rid of remands. They're not very good here. We might consider remanding this. I think I will. And then we have Stubborn Denial right after it. This may look desperate enough. There's an Angel's Grace. We'll allow Angel's Grace to resolve. And we'll pick off this Ad Nauseam without a problem here. Boop. Boop. And we remand the Lotus Bloom back. And we have 8 damage on the board. Got him, chat. This deck's pretty sweet. Let's run one more here. One more for the night. See if we can go 3-0 in the queues. 3-0 in the queues, chat. We'll finish off with this match here tonight. We'll keep this. This is kind of nice. Double opt, a remand, a Swan. It's a little bit of everything we want. Probably need a bolt or a scred here. And we can move from there. Mulligans to 6. Keep 6. We'll start here, and we'll pass turn. Zurgo. Mox. Amber. Alright, so we have this Red-White Legends deck across from us. This will be a good final one. Bottom of the Swan, we don't need another one. Play our snow-covered island. The Remand is going to be a little weak here, because a lot of their spells are going to be like 1 mana. A couple 2 manas as well. They can make double red. Oh, Arid Mesa. take our 2. We'll probably remand whatever this is. That'll get us our draw. Doesn't make white there, makes only red. So if you have a double white spell, it's not happening. The mana in our opponent's deck gets kind of clunky. We're actually going to go ahead and remand this because this actually sets them back a turn. Can't recast it right now. Gives us a draw. That's kind of nice to see. We can go get red mana here. Go ahead and do this now. This might shut off the Mox Amber, which is kind of nice for us. And since we don't have too much else to do, we'll go ahead and use Opt now in case we top deck another Opt. We'll put this on top. We'll bottom this. Alright, Bolt's fine to see. So they have a lot of little creatures, usually. Isamaru. There's that time walk we did to them. Might have a Thalia here. Oh, nope. Mox Amber. They have like a Gideon. Ooh. It's kitty cat. King kitty cat. Alright. I guess we'll just go ahead and play the Swans out. They're down to 1 card here. We'll pseudo race them, I suppose. Well, they got to bolt our Swan to draw 4. That's pretty good. Pretty good. We would like to do our own bolting of our Swan. We would like to bolt our own Swan, please. Gideon. I guess they tick up Gideon? Prevent Swans from swinging in and killing Gideon? Yep. Damage prevented. Alright. We're actually going to go ahead and block Isamaru here. It draws them a few more cards. Oh, wait. That was bad because I don't do any damage. My bad. We'll play hard mode here. Play hard mode. Let's see here. We can play our snow covered and kill this, which is probably okay to do. We have the ability to Snapcaster and do this later. So we'll do something like that. We'll hope they don't have a path here. The Kitty King's kind of cool to see. Alright, we're not going to block this time. We learned our lesson. We are calculating only allowing them to draw 2 instead of 3. Path to exile here. Just ignore our stubborn denial sitting here that we needed to cast there. Yep. Emblems with Gideon. Alright, scrying sheets here. You know, we're playing far behind here, unfortunately. But I think with the Snapcaster bolts, we'll have something to do here. Makes a 4/4 Gideon. We're not too worried about this Gideon, actually. We'll allow that to enter combat. We'll go ahead and flash in our Snapcaster. Gonna go ahead and hit Lightning Bolt here. We will Lightning Bolt Isamaru. Question is, do we want to block Gideon here, or do we want to block Zurgo? It might be worth blocking just Zurgo, preserving our bolt, but I think we'll do this instead. And we'll kill this as well. But yeah, we're playing from way behind here, unfortunately. Stubborn Denial should have stopped a lot of things going on here. Piet and Kieran. Well, maybe Anger would have been good. Kythian. I'll take 2 down. Say no to that. Okay. We get a Cryptic here. Get to tap the team. Tap the team and look for more. Tap and draw. Make sure that the Cloud Keeper keeps things in check. That's a good one. That's a good one to see. That is a fine card. We will fire that off. Anger is good. It does leave Gideon here, so we gotta find a way to kill Gideon here. Captain has haste. Four, 5, 6, 7. This is enough. Alright, we punted earlier in this league. Alright. There's a Swan. Okay. Pithing Needle's fine here. The Mindful is actually kind of okay. Blood Moon's not good. Anger's fine. Honestly, like if we were to get up to Batterskull or Wormcoil, these are fine too. So I'll entertain a Batterskull. Blood Moon doesn't make a whole lot of sense here. Stubborn Denials. Let's see here. Spell Snares probably don't make much sense here. The Remands don't make a lot of sense. Let's do these swap. I'll bring in a Spellskite as well. Spellskite can block a lot of things. So that's why we're going to bring him in. Alright, I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to go ahead and risk a lot here. That this Anger will be good. The Opt will help us dig. The Bolt's not bad either. Can actually use the Bolt here if they try to do some Mox Amber stuff. Although our opponent did not. Go get a Steam Vents. We'll go ahead and fire off Opt here. We'll put that on top and draw. Alright. Step 1 completed. I wonder what they kept if they didn't have a 1-drop. Maybe they had like 2 or 3 lands and they figure they'll be good from here. I won't crack Arid Mesa. Scrying. Okay, so now we can Anger, we can Scred, and we can Lightning Bolt. I need kind of a... I kind of need a blue mana. I think we'll go ahead and get our last Steam Vents here, and we're gonna Snapcaster. Opt here. I'm not really sure what our opponent's got though. Maybe a lot of removal. Maybe that's what's going on here. A lot of Path for Swans or something like that. We'll just bottom that. I don't really need that. Alright, I think here... I'm kind of tempted to just run a Swan out here, and if they happen to have a Path, we can just get more lands. The other thing going on here, though, is that they might... Well, I mean, if they're drawing a million cards, I guess that's fine, too. They're not doing anything else. We'll see if they want to bolt that to draw some cards. We'll give them the option. Scred right now is not very good. Anger's fine, though. And they choose to bolt it to draw cards. I mean, I guess they have 3 lands. They can go from here. This is going to help our Scred here. They bolt and Path. Pseudo 2 for 1. I mean, they drew 3 off of it and used 2 cards. So they drew 1 technically, I guess. Legend Spell. Lands don't attempt to control and step at the beginning of each player taps the land that they control. Alright. I mean, this seems fine. We can untap red here. We have 2 red, and I'm just going to throw this Snapcaster in. Our opponent doesn't get to untap a whole lot either. I'll just offer this trade if they don't want it. That's fine. Another legendary creature could come out here. Gideon. Oh, Gideon. It's a pleasure. Preventing damage. We'll just lightning bolt this off. Move to our step, please. Our turn, please. Three, 4. We can play the Swan out here. Go ahead and Scred our own Swan to draw cards. There we go. It's tempting to just Scred it again here. Draw tons of cards. Let's Scred again. I want to draw all the cards here. There There we go. We found our stubborn denial. That's kind of what we wanted. Alright, we'll ditch Batter Skull. 2 Scalding Tarns. And a Polluted Delta. We can fetch lands, but I kind of like keeping non-fetched lands here. They're really nice. Having Stubborn Denial feels really great here. Prevent a path and do things correctly this time. We have a few of these, the Mindfuls. The Mindfuls, we still have those. I would love to get one of those guys down. Plays Hazoret. Okay. I can't counter that. They're a long way away from Hazoret attacking, though. Mox Amber here. We'll allow this to resolve. Red and something else here. I'm not too worried about it just yet. 3 red. Alright. They just shoot us with Hazoret. This is fine. Let's see here. We're at 8 cards. I think we just play Mindful here and we're just good. Because Mindful's gonna get to attack. See what our opponent wants to do with us here. We don't play a land so that we're kind of like full here. We can change Opt into another card. We can Anticipate into another card as well here. So we're going to get like a bunch of looks, which is going to be nice. Our opponent can pitch one. You can pitch 1 card. Yeah, they're going to stop this from doing anything here. Pitch a card. We'll go to 8. They pitch another card. We go to 6. So we got to kill soon here, which is possible. Yeah, I still can block here. So we're going to start with an Anticipate here. Look 3. Take the best card. Scred's the best card. We will Opt, and then we're going to Scred our own Swan here. Bottom that. And yes, we will Scred as well. Scred away. Alright, we found a Cryptic. That's really good for us. And a Bolt and a Snapcaster. We can do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can do 12 here. We may have to kill Gideon here. I think it's fine to kill Gideon here. We have lots of blockers for Hazoret here. I like bouncing Hazoret, honestly. Counter and bounce. Yeah, we'll force the emblem. I think we're okay here. I think we're in really good shape here. I mean, Mindful blocks. He has 2 cards in hand, so we got to be able to kill with everything. End step, we're going to bounce Hazoret with a Cryptic, and then we're going to move to some other goodness here. Go to 4. I think this is going to be how we end it. End it. Is this game 3? I forget. We'll allow him to go to combat here. We can block. End step, we'll bounce. We'll return and draw. That gets that out of the way. Pitches their last card here. We go to 2. We'll bolt them. We're gonna snap. Our opponent concedes. Because then we'd snap and bolt. We take them to 8 and we represent 8 as well. Alright. Echoing Truth is kind of interesting. Maybe better than Batter Skull. We can bounce a Gideon to win. Or we can do other things. So I'm going to make that small swap. Everything else seems decent that I have here. The Vermans feel actually a little bit better than I initially thought. So we might actually bring those in, disrupting out. And maybe 1 Stubborn Denial out. We'll make those small swaps. Alright, this is a great hand in my opinion. We get to opt on turn 1. We then have some Stubborn Denial stuff as well going on. And we have some Angers that'll clear up an aggressive board state. Little Gideon. We're gonna go ahead and play the Steam Vents untapped here to threaten a bolt. But the plan here is to opt or to Stubborn Denial a fast Gideon of the Trials. We can also Stubborn Denial. If you played something and Mox Amber, we could Stubborn Denial the Mox Amber. Alright, we'll opt. We'll bottom that. We don't need an extra land. Oh, okay. Got us through a land. That's not a bad thing. We'll go ahead and play that tapped. Kind of make it look like we don't have any counters, maybe. Hopefully Stubborn Denial can hit a Gideon of the Trials here. And if he does, great. If not, oh well. But if they run out some creatures here, Anger the Gods will hopefully clean this up. I'm not sure I want to waste Anger just on 1 Kytheon here. This'll work. Alright, we'll take 4. We're going to probably Anger here next turn. They'll have 4 mana. Makes it a little scary here. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Alright. Very nice. Alright. We will Anger. And pass the turn. That was pretty good. We will get to Mindful and have Stubborn Denial up. Mox Amber's doing nothing so far. I like playing Mindful here and leaving Stubborn Denial up. This feels nice and strong here. We can enter slow mode here. I can't do anything about that one. I can't block either right now. Play a snow-covered island, and it looks like we're just gonna have to pass the turn here. If they play something scary, we may anticipate. A path there, and I would probably mana leak. What do we got? 4 Hazoret. Mana leak. No, sir. Activate and bounce land can block. We'll get there. We'll go ahead and anticipate here, see if we can find maybe a bolt. We'll take our Swans here. The Anger's kind of tempting, but I think Swans will be fine here. We'll play our Swans out. We'll entertain a Stubborn Denial on a Bolt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 more lands, and this can double activate every turn. And we'll probably be in good shape then. The Swan can also block Isamaru if I needed to. Alright. That feels like a cry for I need cards. No attack from Isamaru. It's great to see. Play our Polluted Delta. We'll get in with a Swan here, I think. Remand is going to be used on just about anything. I can race Isamaru with the Swan here. There we go. Legendary. Ruinous Blast. Well, we'll remand that. Okay. Lightning Bolt. Let's fetch a basic island. Let's activate here. Drawing a card. And then I think we'll go ahead and just bolt our Swan here, probably. Draw some cards. There we go. I think I'm going to sleeve this up. It's pretty cool so far. We're going to go ahead and Snapcaster. You'll like this play then. We're going to Anger the Gods here. Casting Anger the Gods to get rid of our Snapcaster, to draw 3 cards, to allow Mindful to attack. And swing in for lethal. We'll Scred our own, just to make sure we have lots of stuff. And we have Mana Leaks, and we have Stubborn Denials, and we got it all. Yes, we do. That was good. This is a fun little deck to play. I could see playing it again. It's got a nice set of lines, a lot of things to think about. You have a lot of counters, a lot of items there. Imagine if we had 2 Swans there, then your Snapcaster Anger is just plummeting them into the abyss with a draw 6 instead. Swans is interesting, and keep in mind our opponent, we actually Stubborn Denial 1 bolt, but we actually let them bolt the other time, and it didn't really help them. It's kind of an interesting card. I think you could definitely build around this card. You could definitely build around this card in many ways. This one builds it with the Scred plan, but at the same time, there's a part of me that says you could put this in something else, and maybe not 4, but maybe like 3, and do something with it. You could do something with it, I'm sure. I am sure. This is what we played today, though, chat. I was able to play this because of Mana Traders. I think the service is pretty cool. I am in no way sponsored or anything. It's just a really cool service, and I like sharing it. So that's what we did. That's how we got our snow covered and our Swans. We're actually going to go ahead and return the cards here. There's the 42 land Swan deck that uses Swan to filter into more lands. Yeah. You basically can just combo off. It's a little more all-in, because you're kind of dependent on that combo doing its thing. But if you can get it to work, it's quite fun. This one was pretty sweet though, chat. This one was pretty sweet. With that though, I'm gonna call it a night. This is Monday Mayhem. A little less of mayhem, a little more answering the age-old questions of, is Swans better than Jace? Is Swans better than Jace? That is the age-old question. The deck list, you can do exclamation point deck list, or list. That should give you the deck list. That is a PTQ first place by Chris L, who did a report on it on the website as well. That's where the link will take you. Pretty sweet. A lot of fun. We're going to wrap it up, though. We stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at about 6:45 p.m. Central Standard Time. Central Daylight Time, I think, is what we're actually in. So, we're going to do that. Let's see here. There we go. That out screen. We're going to call it a night, though, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Anybody that was joining us brand new, if you don't mind hitting that follow button as we head out today, that would be appreciated. We are at 14 of our 50 follower goal, and if we hit 50 of 50, we're going to give away something from Pyro Prison. We usually play Red Prison on this stream, so if that interests you, hit that follow button. Get that notification when we go live tomorrow. And we'll see you next time. Shanstar, you take care. Glad you and Steek can check in from time to time. If you ever have any questions, or anybody has any questions about Magic, please ask me. I'll be more than happy to answer them. I was lurking. Code Blue with the howls. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. We will see you guys next time. Until then, peace out. Have a great next day. Tuesday, if you're in the morning already, enjoy it. If you're going to bed, enjoy it. Enjoy it all, chat. Got nothing else to say. See you next time.